bad, me sick, me Reggaeville.
This is SummerJam 2022 and I have a great pleasure because I have part of the Smith family, Max Romeo, Xana and Azizzi, not the whole family, but as I said, part of the family. Thank you guys so much for coming here, for doing the interview.
Always a pleasure.
Because you did an amazing performance just a few minutes ago on the green stage. How did you experience today's performance?
Well, after not performing for 2 years,
right,
it was nice, the flexibility comes back,
Seen?
Yeah, because I've been performing for, 2 years, is it? Yeah, 2 years, yeah.
And before that, how many years have you been performing, right?
About 50,
right,
54,
exactly,
somewhere there.
Exactly. But you're still in the groove, right?
Still in the groove.
You can't never get out of that.
No.
I mentioned part of the family because not only the three of you are here.
No.
More siblings are here, right?
Yeah, that's my manager.
And your wife, right? I think I spotted her.
Yep.
So in this whole bunch, you said 11 years ago, we did an interview, said most important rule you want to teach me is stick to your wife. See? This is what people have to remember. So when she is there, she's the boss? Or
she's the boss. She's the boss. And my daughter is my manager, so it's a family affair.
Exactly, it's a family affair. So how are the vibes when the family is traveling together?
It's glorious, we take it more for a vacation than a tour,
Nice,
it's a vacation.
I'm glad to hear that. Speaking of doing projects together, not only are you touring now together, you also did an album together, right?
That's right.
World of Ghouls is a family project. Tell me who was involved in it and what roles did the particular people play?
Just the three of us here.
Yeah?
He's the producer, the musician, the modern day studio thing. A nice computerized studio. We also do, it's not just computer, we can do live recording as well.
Okay.
Things like that. But he's the engineer.
Okay,
and, the project, the Ghoul project is all three of us, actually.
So maybe Azizzi, maybe you want to tell me how
Four
did
of
you...
us said, sorry, the other guy is not here. That's
Romario,
Romario,
your brother, right?
That's right.
Please tell me a bit how you went about this production.
Well, it's basically the same as I would do Xana's production or my own production, It's at home, it's a home setting, the studio.
Okay.
We have a studio, it's a part of our house, every day we're in the studio. And we just decide instead of sitting down in the pandemic, we just want to make some music. So that's basically it. I do all of the engineering, all of the instrumentation and stuff. Then I did, my father trusted me with the mixes. And I did the mixes and then we do some mastering and that's pretty much it.
But I mean, you said you do your siblings' work as well, but is it differently working for your father? I mean, are you thinking about, what is he going to say if I present him this rhythm, or how is the relationship?
Well, the relationship is, it's neutral,
Okay.
I have a lot to say just as he has a lot to say. So it's fun, it's basically just fun making music with him. And when I make music with him, it's on a bigger scale because, he's been in the music industry for years now. So it's also a honor for me to be producing for him now with the large amount of fans that he have all over the world. And I aspire to be just like him in every way. Yeah.
I really do appreciate and love the respect and appreciation you have within your family, You are featured also as guests on the album, and you mentioned that the whole project came about a bit through the pandemic, right?
Yes.
How...
We had time, so we used it,
Yes.
Yeah.
So do you all live close by in Linstead together?
We all live in one big house, very big house, all of us.
So you were naturally together. Do you think this project would have come about if it wasn't for the pandemic? Was this something you had in mind even before?
No, we had it in mind.
We had it in mind for quite a while. But the thing is, all of us weren't at home because of the pandemic and all of that. So luckily, I don't really look at it as luck because this pandemic is a serious thing. But by the grace of Jah, all of us were at home and we just do the work, and we always had it in mind to do a project, a collaboration project with all four of us. Yeah.
I mean, two of the songs that mention Flatten the Curve, and then you have Kickback, where you also talk about social distancing. So you actually also mention the pandemic in the songs.
Yeah.
Did the pandemic have other influence aside from you being in the same space doing this project? Did it also maybe change something in your mindset, maybe make you appreciate certain things even more or so?
Yeah, you have not a lot of time to meditate and to see beyond, and to see what's going to happen after the pandemic. One of the main things is to stay alive during the pandemic, because this thing's not going to leave here.
Right.
We are in the age of Saturn.
Yeah.
That's Satan's turn.
Yeah.
And the devil is running things, so you don't expect for nothing positive right
we
now.
We still never managed to chase him away.
Exactly. The guy is so tough, It's hard to chase him. He becomes a part of the society on earth right now. Powerful guy, that devil.
Right. I mean, speaking of that, the album is entitled World of Ghouls, and in the first song you speak about the demons.
Yeah.
What demons did you have in mind? Because it's not even the pandemic we're talking. We have war, we have hunger, we have holy horror.
This is what I would say political demons. The governments of the world today are demons. The world is full of demons. And that's what it is about. It's not really the people, or it's governments all over the world. They are our problem. We are not our problem. Governments are our problem. They dictate. An old man of my age making laws and rules that will affect my 16-year-old kid. I'm not going to live long enough to experience the thing. So it's a demonic thing. It's like you keep the youth in bondage. I don't think politicians should be in power after 60 years of age. The people don't require more than 20 years of your life. You go in at 40, you come out at 60. So young minds can deal with the thing. We have too much old minds and generals and admirals running the world. That's why we're having so much wars and all kind of things.
I mean, it's basically quite the opposite, because most of the people who are in power are much older than that, even.
Yeah, some of them near 90.
Yeah.
And still hanging on. And signing laws that affect a 10-year-old in the future, and they're not going to be here to experience it. That's demonic. That's why I said the world is full of ghouls,
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you have your children with you, the next generation. There is even another generation. Do you sometimes just feel away for when you think of their future?
Right now, their children is here, and it's the same family, I've gone into grandchildren now.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful feeling, man.
Yeah, man, that definitely.
Yeah, seeing the little grand ones run out. Grandpa, it made me feel big, I'm being bigger than Max Romeo. Grandpa, you know what I mean? Yeah.
I mean, I have to say congratulations on that, the next generation. Knowing that they are here, I think this is wonderful. How are the grandchildren enjoying themselves on tour?
Well, they are lining up, they are lining up. They'll be right there when they are where I am. The grand one will be coming. Charmax music is forever,
Yeah, man. And that is a good thing, We are lucky that this is happening. We mentioned already the project you did together. Musically, the interesting thing was that you also put in some trap vibes, not only the reggae and the dub that we know from you, but I figured this came through you, that we had this new musical inspiration. How did that come about? Did he present the music to you and you were like, okay, whatever you say, Azizzi, Maga do it?
I just write the songs and come up with the melodies and leave the rest to him. It's I'm stepping into his generation space. So he have to lead me in it,
Okay.
So that's why you find me on this generation rhythm, I love it. Yeah, I love it.
What would you say, what else did you get to learn from your children during this production process, during this project?
I learned that I'm not old, I'm just aged. Yeah, because I feel like them when I'm working with them, you know what I mean? I don't deal with my kids like father, you know. They are my friends and my sisters and my brother. You know what I mean? That's the way we deal together. We don't hide nothing from nobody. It's not a secretive family within ourselves. Our secret is God against outside. Yeah.
I asked him what he learned from you, Xana. What would you say is the most important lesson or most significant thing that you learned from your father? I saw you on stage today. You were observing that. You were singing along the lines and everything.
Well, if I must say off the top of my head now, one of the most important lessons, because I learned a lot of important lessons from my father. One of the most important lessons I learned from my father is that in life your family come first, you know. And as me now become a mother, you know, I idolize my parents, you know, and I am trying to create an environment that my parents created for me, for my kids, you know. And my father, though, you know, he's Max Romeo and him always pleases the crowd, but him also always pleases him family, you know, and I always look up to my father for that. You know, yeah.
Wonderful. Azizzi, you want to add something to that? How do you look up to your father? What influenced you?
Well, my father, initially, my father has always been the main inspiration, you know, and I'm so happy to have grown in an environment where I get to tour with him I get exposed to the business from a very young age. So I'm quite humble now, and I just want to do the works, and I'm glad that I'm doing it by his side, you know. It's a great honor.
And we are glad that you are doing it, that you did this project together, that we're now able to listen to World of Ghouls. What else can we expect from the family in the near future? What can we look forward to? Do you have something coming up?
Well, I already have an album in the can. He makes sure he puts one in the can, just for security, just in case if anything happens, you know. You have something. I always will have some, because I'm not stopping recording. I'm going to pile up a catalog of new songs that if I die, it's not like Bob Marley. You can't release a new Bob now. Well, when my eye closes, you have years of new Max Romeo, because I just go and pile them up. You understand? Yeah.
So we're going to hear the message. We're going to hear the positive and the conscience and the inspiring words of the whole Smith family. I wish you all the very best for that. I thank you so much for taking the time speaking to me. And as I said, for the whole family, also the rest of them who are not here right now, all the very best. Thank you guys so much. Blessings.
Thank you.
Me mad, me sick, me Reggaeville.